And we are live. This is Matt Panaggio here with Kevin Kozan for the DME Blue 4A Academy matchup. Last year, 4A Academy defeated our post-grad blue team in the Beach and Ball Classic in the championship game. Hopefully, DME will come out with the win today. We have Overtime Benny in the building doing some videoing, and it'll be an exciting game. Kevin, what do you expect to start this game for Coach Wes Sam and Postgrad Blue?
Well, I expect us to play a lot of inside out. I know every team says to do it, but I think that we're a lot bigger than these guys. I think DJ needs to get a lot of touches. Chris needs to get a lot of touches. As you start off right there with a layup by Jorge.
Yeah, great play there off the tip. Definitely looked like something Coach Wes has practiced with his team. Very heads-up play there by Keegan. And D3 is no good. Rebounded to 4A. And Jorge with the defensive play there. That is Soto with the ball for 4A. Used the high pick and roll, drives to the basket, floats it, and no good.
Rebound right there by Chris.
Beautiful pass. Great play there. And Chris Murray has come out so far this season on fire, averaging 20 points and 16 rebounds. Soto with the ball now. Deflected and stolen by Michi. Lobbed to Chris, and he goes up and finishes. Soto again with the ball, looking to get up on the scoreboard here for 4A. Dribble handoff. Ball inside to the big fella. His shot's not good, but last touch DME, it'll be 4A basketball.
So far what I like from DME is they have an assist on every bucket so far, which is nice. Not one-on-one ball. They're trying to find each other. And that defense is really picked up. Jorge gets a hand in there last time, forces the turnover. Michi gets a steal.
Yep, definitely. Ball inbounded, back to Soto. He's been the primary ball handler so far today for 4A Academy. Looks to isolate on Keegan. Keegan with the good defense. Shot fake there. Good ball movement here by 4A. Shot clock winding down
shot clock.
to 2.
Nope.
Shot no good. Great defense there by DME. Coach West going with a different starting lineup today. And I think he will continue to do that as his team is so deep. He's able to switch up the starting lineup, and everybody's unselfish, and they play well together. As Keegan Murray picks up basically where he left off.
Yeah, you can't leave him open.
And he is now our leader with 5 points. Soto with the ball. Dribble handoff. And Michi will pick up his team's first, on the blocking foul.
Yeah, I think he was just a step too late. Needs to get over. He knows it.
Ball back into Soto. Nice play there by 4A. And that is an and one by McCrimmon. He will go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play, and I believe that foul was on Keegan. That'll be his first, team's second. And finally, 4A on the board here, 9-2, and make that 3.
Look to see them get it into the post to DJ or Keegan right here, trying to.
And it looks like 4A going to go into zone. I don't think they feel confident guarding this DME team one-on-one. DJ with the offensive rebound, and he gets on the board with his first bucket today. And I think, Kevin, you were right. DME has pounded them at the rim. I think they've only taken one outside shot, and that was Keegan, and he knocked it down. Everything else has been right at the rim.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a lot of offensive rebound chances, a lot of second chance points in this game. As 4A is not moving the ball very well right there.
And one thing I've noticed is 4A has played at a very slow pace. They have let the shot clock get down every possession very late. I don't know if that's, on purpose or what their plan is. Shot clock at 3 now. Soto goes one-on-one with Keegan, and he'll pick up his second foul. That's a quick one.
Should be his first one. The first one was on Chris.
Oh, okay.
I think that they mixed up, as I can't blame them, as they are identical twins. But I do believe that they mixed that up. The first one was on Chris, and that one was on Keegan. So they each have one.
Okay. DJ should have helped outside the lane there, but no worries. Keegan Murray with the rebound. Good outlet pass there. And strong take by Jorge. He's a very physical player inside.
He is, but that's all about the kick ahead. Coach West and this DME Blue team really want to get out and run, especially with their shooting ability and their driving ability and their ability to just rebound after they throw up a shot, especially in this game.
Yeah, Coach West has done a great job here at DME in his 3 or 4 years here. And the crazy thing is that every single year he has a new team. So each year he changes up the style they play a little bit. This year I think he's done a good job so far playing through the Twins, playing inside through DJ. Here they get into their press, which
right to Michi.
Quickly, Michi will steal it and drive it hard, and he's fouled. But the length of this team allows them to do things like press full court and be effective while doing it.
Yeah, when you have Chris and Keegan up on that ball to start that 1-2-2 press or diamond press, and then you got Trey and Miles coming off the bench with that length, and it's hard to deal with, especially if you don't practice it.
And Michi now with 2, his first 2 of the game.
And almost another turnover right there by 4A.
And they have been unable to finish at the rim so far today with this length as well. But last touch DME, it'll be 4A basketball. DME off to a very quick start so far today. Ball inside to Bateau. He looks to isolate. One-footed Dirk-esque shot is no good.
Nope, and here comes DME.
And Jorge is fouled attacking the rim. And two plays so far, actually 3 plays, DME's been able to get out in transition because of good outlet passes. 2 of them by Chris Murray and 1 of them by Michi. It's definitely obvious that this team is very unselfish. They like to throw the ball ahead every time it's someone else scoring the basketball, which is really exciting to watch, especially in post-grad, where everybody's trying to play for a scholarship.
Yeah, and what they understand, what this team really understands is, it's not all about scoring. Because with this team, it's all going to change. Jorge right now is having a nice night. Michi could have another nice night. Keegan can get on fire. Trey, a lot of these guys can score, and they know that. So each and every night it could be somebody new, and it's nice to see them swing that ball, and they don't really care who scores, who has the big night, as long as they get the win.
And last week it was Miles who came up huge for DME as they took down Montverde Post-Grad National.
With the go-ahead bucket with 12 seconds left.
Go-ahead bucket, attacking the basket. And it shows today he didn't even start the game. It shows the depth and the unselfishness of this team.
There's the first one by Jorge is up and no good. And here comes the second one. And they'll swoosh it. Three ball by number 10. Kaysen is good.
Jorge now pushes the ball up the floor to Keegan. He'll drive
Watch
it.
out below. Ooh.
And it looks like he was fouled, but I guess it was a block.
I like how strong he goes up, though.
Little shot fake, one dribble pull-ups, no good. Offensive rebound there by Kang, and his three is up and no good. And this time it is Chris with the rebound and pass to Michi for the finish in transition. Great play there by Chris Murray. Again, starting the transition break. In for the game for 4A is McCrimmon. He will get Kang. 5 minutes into the game, 17-6, DME's lead. And the ball is into Machuca.
What's nice about this team is everybody besides, I would say, DJ can be the point guard. They all can handle the ball with a nice move right there by Kaysen, number 10.
Nice pass there by Michi inside. And Chris
Nice
Murray
rebound.
is all over the place on the rebounds. He's averaging 16 rebounds to start this season. And so far he's got
three
rebounds.
5.5 minutes. But that's only because we aren't missing a lot of shots right now because they're all at the rim. So he doesn't have a ton of opportunities to get the offensive rebounds.
And second one's no good. Offensive rebound. Oh, I guess
in the back.
Jorge's called for the foul there. Into the game, Trey Fort for Jorge. Very good minutes so far by Jorge. Expect a lot of scoring and athleticism out of Trey. Out of Mississippi. Little dribble handoff, ball screen.
Oh, almost picked his pocket right there, and we'll get it anyways.
Nice pass again by Chris Murray to Michi. Michi now with 6.
And Chris with 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 points. There's another turnover right there by 4A.
And that's an unforced turnover there. And as a coach, you hate to see those, although they do happen. Michi going to inbound here, right into Chris. Shot fake to DJ, to Trey. Good ball movement here by DME. Back out to Keegan.
Nice
One dribble pull up is no good.
Another
Chris
rebound
Murray,
by Chris.
again, all over the place so far today.
He's with 5 points and 4 rebounds.
High pick and roll. Open 3 there. You don't like to see that, but 4A unable to capitalize on it. Trey to Michi. Back to Keegan. Same spot. No good. Outletted to Machuca. And he looks to go one-on-one on Michi Terry. Pick and roll coverage so far today by DME has not been great.
And here they go out and running, though. Nice behind the back move. Nice finish.
And now Chris Murray is a stat sheet stuffer. He is the leader right now in points with 7 for DME.
And rebounds.
And 4A has no choice but to call timeout. Score is 24-8. DME with the lead. Just over 7 minutes into this game. Kevin, what do you think so far?
I think that they know that they have the size. They've only taken, I think, 2 threes and Trey with 1 pull-up. Other than that, everything has been at the rim. So I think, they're doing exactly what I thought they would do. I think Coach West is saying, hey, even though if we shoot threes, crash the glass. Nobody's going to be able to box out DJ or the Twins or even Miles. So I think we need to really just keep attacking that glass. as Dolph comes into the game.
Dolph Pinocchio from Italy and Miles Samuels from South Florida. Both good ball handlers and good players here for Coach West. Again, Miles hit the game-winning shot, game-winning layup against Montverde. As looks like Coach West comes out into this 1-3-1 that he loves to run. And
that was pretty good right there by 4A. They moved the ball, they penetrated, kick. That was very impressive.
Yeah, McCrimmon comes up with his first 3 of the night. Dolph turns the ball over, gives 4A a transition opportunity, and McCrimmon with his second 3, same spot, and 4A is starting to feel a little bit more confident in this game. As Machuca is picking up Miles full court. He handles the pressure very well. Oh.
This DME just
I
needs
spoke
to
too soon.
slow down right here. DME needs to slow down. They're letting that pressure get to them. They just need to make one move and go by.
Yeah, 4A is not the biggest team, but they're very scrappy. As Soto checks back into the game for Machuca. They've always played this way in the 2 years that they've been around here in Orlando. That's a nice pick and roll dump off there by McCrimmon, who's been the player of the game so far for 4A, and really starting to come alive here.
It's now, as you can see, DME's offense is being ran 4 feet beyond the NBA line, which is not what they want. But way to get it in they go right back to what they've been good at, get it down low where they can't guard them.
And that is Miles Samuels with the post up, going strong to the basket, and he is fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
What's nice about Miles and Trey and even Michi, just big point guards, shooting guards that can post up those little guys. And that's always nice to have.
Miles knocks down the first. Peter, for Coach West, is out today with an ankle injury as Miles splits the pair. And I think that'll be another big loss for them inside. Although DJ started this game off very strong, you don't expect him to play 40 minutes.
No, he has yet to come out, though, so it's nice to see him be able to play 9 minutes at a time, as I think he is about to be coming out of the game.
For Yafet from Switzerland, also a very promising young player with good size and a good motor. Left-handed player, but he likes to shoot with his right hand. Three-pointer no good. Miles with the rebound. Up to Dolph. Inside to Yafet. Back outside to Trey. Beautiful ball movement. And look who it is with the offensive rebound. Chris Murray again. Beautiful pass to the shooter. The Italian sniper.
The Italian stallion right there.
The Italian stallion. Dolph Pinocchio with the 3. And just beautiful offense right there by Post Grad Blue. Although I do think, again, their pick and roll defense has not been good so far today.
I feel like they don't know what they're supposed to be doing. If they're supposed to be hard hedging every time, soft hedging. I think the next time out, I hope Coach West talks to them and so they can get that cleared up, because they do have everybody that can guard a ball screen. They can be really good at it. So they just need to get that cleared up. I think they're a little confused right now.
And I think a couple times they tried to trap, and 4A being, they're good players, they're good guards, so they were able to find the right read and make the right decisions. And right there, Soto gets himself an and one, and he's another good guard for them, who's kind of dominated the ball so far, as Trey nearly turns it over on the ball screen. Miles does turn it over, and DME starting to turn the ball over, which is getting 4A into transition.
And another one. They're just going way too fast right now.
And Soto, another strong take to the basket.
timeout right there by Coach West. Much needed one.
Kevin, the score is 28-20. 4A Academy starting to come alive, and it's been led by Soto and McCrimmon with some very strong play in the last couple minutes.
But I think it's all DME. You know, they haven't played their game, and when they have, they go up big. I would not want them to keep this 4A team around. I'd like to see them push it inside, build this lead, because these guys are so scrappy that when they do stay around, that bad things happen.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Coach West not happy with all the turnovers, and he called timeout there. I expect that they'll come out and run some good offense here, settle down a little bit, and Chris Murray I don't think's come out of the game so far today. I think he's the only one.
Look for them to get the ball to Yafet or Chris down low. One of those two should touch it this possession. As 4A comes out with a little press.
A little 1-2-2 press.
Trying to say, hey, Coach West, we can do it too.
And so far, so good for DME. Dalf with the ball to Miles. Back to Trey. Miles will take a three. Shot's no good. Offensive rebound to Yafet. Miles' pass is deflected almost right into the basket. And Dalf's pass is stolen.
And I think that is 3 or 4 possessions in a row and a turnover for DME.
Mm-hmm. This is Soto now. Looks to play pick and roll with Bateau to McCrimmon. He's already knocked down 2 and make it 3.
Got to find him. Have to find him.
That duo right there of Soto and Bateau has been really good in the last couple minutes, last 5-6 minutes.
Chris is wide open in the middle, and I think that they need to ball fake and get it to him.
Dalf from 3.
We'll go 2 for 2.
Bang.
The Italian Stallion.
And Soto now with the ball again.
And it's nice to see Delfit, too. I think he's been struggling a little bit this year, so it's nice to see him getting going a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he is one of the better shooters on this team.
Good ball movement from 4A Academy, and Dalf with the rebound to Trey, to Yafet inside. His left-hand finish is no good, but again,
nobody other than Chris.
Comes up with another one. Can't believe he didn't get fouled there. Looked like there was a lot of contact.
Nice hands right there by Delf.
Dalf takes it away.
Nice pass.
Pass to Chris Murray. And Chris hammers it. And now Chris and Keegan both committed to Iowa. Neither of them are like incredible athletes, but they can get up. They can finish it above the rim.
Long. What separates them from a lot of people is their IQ of the game.
Mm-hmm. Miles to Dalf. He gets into the paint. And he gets up above the rim, and he finishes the one. Dalf now with 8.
That was a nice move by Delf right there. Strong. Didn't want to shy away from the contact.
And that was an NBA-type play there by Casson with the step-back, shot fake, get the defender in the air, and he draws the foul. I'd like to see if his foot was on the line. Is he shooting 2 free throws or is he shooting 3? Because it looked like he stepped in to get that foul call. I couldn't tell if it was a 2 or a 3.
I think the ref just held up 3.
Okay, so he'll shoot 3.
As Keegan came in for his brother, Chris.
Kaysen unable to knock down the first. And, yeah, Keegan back into the game for DME.
And for 4A to stay around and to linger around in this game, they need to make free throws. Every time they go to the line, they need them. Because I think they are about to press right here. And I hope DME knows who's taking it out, where they're going.
And Casson knocks down 2 of 3. As you were right, 4A into another, looks like a 2-2-1 press
Watch
this
that.
time.
Yep.
Ball inside to Keegan, and his pass is deflected and stolen by Casson. And he's unable to finish. Dalf picks up the foul, and that is Kang with an opportunity to finish a 3-point play. And Michi will check back into the game for Miles Samuels.
And I know that's something that gets Coach Wesson heated in the locker room at halftime. Just these lazy passes. We're not, just one-handed passes, lob passes, and that's not normal for this blue team.
Yeah.
Normally they're a lot sharper than this.
Pass into Michi. That time DME does a good job breaking the press. Skip pass over to Trey and back out to the point guard and Dalf.
I'd like to see Keegan touch it right here, or Yafet.
And Michi is fouled on the play on Casson. And Jorge will check back into the game for Trey. Jorge had some good, strong minutes earlier in the game. He's not going to be like a super flashy guy, but he's going to make the simple plays. And he plays super hard, a lot of energy. Ball into Michi.
As he's open right now. They were not guarding him. They were trying to tempt him to take a deep three.
Dalf's pass almost taken. Michi, step back into Jorge.
And do another turnover.
Jorge turns the ball over. This zone by 4A Academy has been very effective as Casson draws another one. And he'll go to the line to shoot another 3 free throws.
That is a high basketball IQ play right there, as DME needs to stay down on shot fakes. I think the only guy on the team to hit a 3 is not even in the game. Show them. They have to show us that they can shoot it before we can start jumping all over the place.
And that comes with experience. It's early in the season. You expect them to make some silly mistakes. Coach West understands that. Of course, he's not happy about it. No one is, but it's going to happen. And, this 4A Academy team is a talented team. I'm telling you, the same game last year, early in the season, they just hang around with their scrappy play. They always have a bunch of good guards, and this year is no different. As the score now is a 5-point lead to DME. Keegan now to Dalf. Up the floor to Yafet. His pass is stolen.
Turnover.
And that's a lot of turnovers so far for DME. Unlike them, as 4A will turn it right back over. Chris Murray back into the game. Didn't have much rest there. As
and after that foul call, Michi's got 2 right now. I don't know if Coach West knows that or not.
Dalf picks up the foul there. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And Coach West goes with the small lineup here to break this press with the Twins, who really are wings, forwards. Dalf, Michi, both point guards, and Jorge, another wing. And all very good ball handlers and smart passers. As Dalf misses the first one.
And Chris almost with his 7th rebound of the game.
And this is Machuca with the ball, guarded by Michi. Handed off to Casson. Refuses the ball screen. And he is fouled again by Dalf. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. His 7th and 8th so far in this first half. Not sure what happened here, but I think Machuca was checked out of the game by the referees. I don't know if it's smack talking or what he did, but he is checked out of the game as Casson knocks down another one.
as I think they're about to get in their press again. As they do. They need
Rebounded by Chris. Michi handling the pressure. To Keegan, to Dalf. Back to Keegan in the middle. Passes to his brother. His shot is blocked.
gets it back.
Offensive rebound, and one for Jorge. So Chris there, the defensive rebound, then 2 offensive rebounds there, and finally Jorge able to finish it strong at the basket. Jorge now with 6 points.
But that started with them getting the ball to the middle, to Keegan in that zone, and that's how you break a zone. You know, they need to be able to get that ball to the middle, especially to a guy like Keegan or Chris who's high IQ who can hurt the defense in that zone.
And good size. Be able to see over the zone as Casson uses this pick and roll. He drives it hard. His shot is deflected by Dalf outside to Kang. He drives it hard, a little out of control. Good ball movement here. Shot clock down to 6. And shot blocked by Dalf.
And they need to run. Go. This is where they're good at.
And Michi had his pinky toe on the sideline. And DME with another turnover. Soto now with the ball. Plays pick and roll here with Bateau again. And back out to Casson. A lot of pick and roll by 4A into Soto, and his 3 is good in the corner. It is now a 4-point lead for DME.
And that's keeping them alive. That 3-point shot right now that they're making is keeping them alive.
Jorge back to Michi. His 3 is just short. Soto with the rebound. Here comes 4A Academy. To Casson. From
deep.
Almost half court. And we have a 1-point game. Casson, Soto, and McCrimmon have been very good for 4A Academy. Ball up to Jorge. Back to Dalf.
Because nobody's in the middle. Now they get him in the middle.
Looks like a 3-2 zone, but it's very tight. Chris Murray
can't leave him open.
Adds to his beautiful night with 12, the leading scorer and rebounder with and
8
assists. Again, Soto plays pick and roll to Buteau. His mid-range jumper is no good. Rebounded by Jorge.
Jorge's having himself a nice little game right now. A lot of energy he's playing with.
Dalf to Keegan. Keegan's mid-range jumper, and that is good. 5 straight points by the Twins to give DME a 6-point lead. Soto now with the ball to Casson, guarded by Dalf. He drives, and goaltending. Casson now in double figures for 4A Academy. As it is now just a 4-point lead. And DJ checks back into the game for Dalf. Dalf played a good stretch of minutes there with 8 points. Ball inside to Keegan. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
But that's where it needs to go. It needs to get to that middle to Keegan and Chris and throw it in there to DJ. Let those guys go to work. I know Michi and the guards like to score, but this type of game is a big boy game right now.
Rebounded by Chris Murray. 3-pointer by his brothers, no good. Chris Murray now with 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. What a half by Chris so far.
I'd be happy with that for a whole game.
Again, pick and roll coverage, not very good by DME. And Casson is having himself a great night so far. Or I should say afternoon, 43-42 DME. Jorge now inside to Keegan. Strong take with the left hand. No good, but he is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
As again, 4A's killing DME in that ball screen.
Mm-hmm. And Keegan Murray knocks down both. He's now with 9 points for DME. And again, 4A going to it every time. Short roll there. And Casson is doing a great job of you know, as soon as he feels any contact, he's going to flop and you know, he's trying to draw fouls, and he's about to shoot his 9th and 10th free throw so far in this game. As DME starting to get into a little foul trouble there with Jorge, he's going to check out, and Trey Fort's going to check back in.
Yeah, they have 3 guys with 2 fouls right now. With this minute 30 left, I'd like to see DME really try and spread open this lead a little bit. Get some more layups. I feel like they did a really good job in transition the first couple minutes of this game, and then it died down.
Definitely. Michi. It looks like 4A back into a man-to-man. Michi comes off the screen. He drives it, and he turns it over. He loses the handle. Ball inside to Buteau, and
we have a tie game.
We have a tie ball game. First tie of the game since 0-0. 4A Academy still has not led in this game. Ball with Keegan. Top of the key to Michi. Inside to DJ.
This is what I want to see right here.
DJ's turnaround shot is good. Nice move there by DJ.
That's what you like to see. Slow the game down, get it to your big fella, let him go to work.
Ball with Buteau. I can't believe they called a foul on that play. 4A Buteau throws the ball. Looked like McCrimmon wasn't even looking.
That's Trey's second now, though. They got
and
1,
they call
2, 3.
Foul.
They got 4 guys with 2 fouls.
So McCrimmon will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is good. DME will have a chance here to hold and shoot the last shot of the half. So worst case scenario, they will have a tie or a lead going into halftime. Just 25 seconds on the clock. And Michi will hold on to it.
Now make sure they shoot it with a couple seconds left to get the offensive rebound, because you know the Twins and DJ are all crashing, as well as Trey, as he can get a lot of offensive
High pick and roll. Michi goes to the basket. His pass is deflected, and the finish is good for 4A Academy, and they will go into the halftime with a 2-point lead. And so far, it has been the turnovers by DME that has led to this 2-point lead for 4A Academy.
And as they walk by, it's the body language on these guys. They need to pick it up. I know it's a Monday afternoon, but these guys really need – they haven't shown us much yet, and we know what they're capable of. And whenever they play like that, I do not think 4A will be in this game much longer.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't, they're letting these guys stick around. These guards, these scrappy guards, are hitting shots. They have a lot of confidence right now going into the second half. It should be an exciting second half, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, definitely. And we will take a short break. We will be back in a couple minutes. And we are back. The score is 49-47. 4A Academy, their first lead of the game came right at the buzzer at the halftime. Scoring leader, rebound leader, assist leader, Chris Murray, having himself a very good game and adding to his already good couple games to start this season. Kevin, talk a little bit about what DME has to do in order for them to come out with the win today against this scrappy 4A Academy team.
Well, first it starts with turnovers. I wasn't keeping track, but I know that it was very close to 20, I would say, 15 to 20. And talking to Coach West, the past couple of days, talking to any coach really, their goal is probably 12 to 13 a whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And they've already exceeded that mark. So I think if they just limit turnovers, play their style, that they'll take care of business. That wasn't their prettiest half by far, but I think they're going to turn it around here, and I think we're going to see a different DME team.
And I expect them to come out into this 1-3-1 zone that is very typical for Coach West in the second half. And 4A still in the huddle here as starters, different starting group for DME as Dalf, Pinopio, Jorge, Keegan, and Chris, and then DJ will start the second half for Coach West. Score again is 49-47, 4A Academy with their first lead of the game.
And it's their ball to start. So this is a great opportunity right now for DME to start the half with a stop and a score.
Mm-hmm.
Get some momentum because I don't think they have any right now. But I'd like to, if 4A plays that zone, I think Coach West probably talked about it in the locker room. They need to get it to the middle. Play through Chris, play through Keegan, play through DJ, get it to the middle, and then be ready to shoot.
Looks like a little single-double action for Casson. And again, man, this guy has been fouled a lot today. Jorge picks up.
That's his third.
And he's very good at drawing fouls. Casson is. Into McCrimmon on the down screen. Back to Buteau on the inbound. Offensive rebound score. Nice play there by 4A. And they come out into a press again. Very soft press.
They have to come down and help rebound.
Ball into Chris Murray. He drives it hard. His finish is no good. Hit every part of the rim on that finish there. And 4A Academy looks to push. They go straight to that pick and roll. Short roll. And a little ball pressure there by Keegan. Casson now with the ball. Refuses the screen. High floater is good for Casson. The leading scorer so far for 4A Academy. Chris Murray is fouled by Buteau. That'll be the team's first foul.
DME needs to meet their passes. They're just trying to let the ball come to them. Meet the passes and attack the press. Don't sit back and try to pass it, attack it.
Ball inbounded to DJ, and ball stolen. Casson again with the finish. Keegan, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by DJ. He will smash it and go to the free throw line for the and one. Very nice play there by DJ.
I'd like to see Michi come in right now and give a lot of energy. First half, normally he's the guy with the most energy on the floor. Likes to get after it on defense. He likes to talk a little bit. But I'd like to see him get right up in Kayson's face and, stop him, hold him a little bit.
And DJ's free throw's no good. Soto now with the ball. And they go straight to it. That pick and roll that's been working for them. Mid-range jumper. That shot is good by Joseph. That was his first bucket of the game today for 4A. Michi now with the ball. To DJ, to Chris for 3.
And one.
And one. 2 straight and 1 plays for DME, and Chris Murray again adding to his very efficient night tonight.
As he's got 15.
15 points, 9 boards, 4 assists for Chris Murray. Make that 16 points. And 4A with the 4-point lead. Hand off to Casson. He likes to refuse that ball screen.
This is what I'm talking about with Michi getting up into him.
Deep 3 by McCrimmon is good. That is his 4th 3 of the game.
And they have not missed a shot this half, I believe. But again, it's only a 7-point game.
Chris Murray,
Can't leave
NBA 3.
Can't leave him open.
Bang. 19 points for Chris Murray. It's now a 4-point game. Back-to-back threes by Chris Murray. Soto to the basket. He is fouled by Dalf, and that is, I believe, Dalf's 3rd.
It is.
And Soto will go to the line.
And they're hard hedging, or I think we were hard hedging. But we're hard hedging with a gap. So that pass, that split pass is always there. They need a hard hedge, but they need to get closer. The guard needs to be more on the hip. The big guy needs the hard hedge a little harder and closer to the guard so he disrupts them a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And Soto splits the pair, and they get out of that press because of Chris Murray, who has 19 points. Michi, hop step, Chris Murray,
don't leave him open.
3-pointer. That shot is no good. Foul on
DJ.
It looked like they called it on Keegan, 31. Looks like 4A in the horn set here. Nice play. McCrimmon now, another 3-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Michi. Foul is called, and it is DME basketball. And a technical foul on the head coach for 4A Academy. I have no idea why. And 4A Academy talking a lot of trash today.
DME just needs to keep their composure right here.
And Dalf Pinopio will go to the line. Very good shooter.
Yeah, good choice. I don't even think Coach West had to tell the team who's going to shoot it.
And we have a little meeting by the refs going on.
As I can't really hear what is going on.
And it looks like Michi Terry was also called for a technical foul.
We got some fans.
So,
I don't know what's going on, to be honest.
So
Matt.
now it looks like DME will just inbound the ball as the technical fouls cancel each other out. And the game is starting to get a little chippy, which I think will go into DME's favor, as they are the bigger, stronger team. As 4A back into their zone. Chris to Dalf, 3-pointer, bang, bang, bang. Dalf, Pinopio.
As the momentum has just turned in favor of DME. And who would you know, that assist by Chris Murray? As he walked.
And DME is excited And I'm seeing Casson kind of being in the middle of all this chippiness, talking a lot of trash. Also threw a little inadvertent elbow there to Keegan.
Don't leave him open. He missed it right.
And that three is no good by Chris Murray. Although when it goes up, you just expect it to go in. Casson with the ball, uses the screen this time, attacks the basket, and his finish is good. Delay a game on Casson.
I'd like to see Michi on number 10 and Michi to stay on number 10.
Yeah, he's definitely got it going. He's above 20 points now for 4A Academy. And Dalf Pinopio. Good ball movement here by DME. Ball in to Keegan. And that is butter in the mid-range by Keegan.
And what would you know, assist by his brother.
Very good game by both twins so far. They combined for 30 of the DME 61 points. And Casson, offensive foul.
And who do you know who drew that foul? Michi.
Yep.
Michi, even though he's not having the best game, he is still getting this team fired up. He always plays defense. He doesn't care about scoring a ton, but he's always going to make sure he gives 100% on defense. And right there it shows.
Very good defender. Michi plays with a lot of energy, a lot of athleticism. Dalf back to Michi. Three-pointer up
Bucket.
And good by Michi. One thing about Michi is that once he gets going a little bit, he can catch fire quickly.
He can. He can score in bunches, which is nice. It's right there. They are not. I would trap right here.
And Dalf, I think that's his fourth. I think that's 4 fouls on Dalf. As Miles will check back into the game.
Now Miles got to come in with the same energy, which is nice. You know, Dalf and Miles are the same kind of player, but Miles is just kind of, 5 inches bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But that helps them. That will help them.
Casson's three is up and good. I believe that's his first three of the game. Maybe second.
Got to get back, though.
Chris Murray is fouled. Great outlet pass by Michi. And Chris Murray will get a chance to tie this game up at the free throw line. And first one is good. Chris now with 20.
29 and 6. He's flirting with the triple-double.
And second one is good. 21 now for Chris Murray. DME in a full court press. Miles picks up the foul.
It's only his first.
And the team's fifth. This has been a foul fest so far today. Both teams, approaching the bonus early in this second half. We have a tie ball game as 4A started the half strong. Now it's DME coming right back at him. Casson to the basket. His floater is good.
Now that's a tough bucket right there.
Very nice bucket by Casson to give his team a 2-point lead. Michi to Keegan from Iowa, and it is good.
You know he wasn't going to stay quiet for too long.
14 now for Keegan. And this is McCrinneman.
Doesn't get it to go. Keegan with the rebound.
Nearly turns it over. Mid-range jumper.
Bucket.
Now
he's starting to heat up, field a little bit. And that is not good for 4A because he is probably one of the best shooters in the country. I would put him
against any post-grad.
Yes, and he
shot no good. Offensive tip-in by Joseph is good. 1-point lead now, DME with the ball. Miles to Chris to Keegan.
Nice
Skip pass to Miles. 3-pointer. Bucket, all net from Miles Samuels.
They're starting to make, both teams are starting to make it rain from three, as there's not much defense being played in this game. The score 74-70.
Soto, pick and roll into Joseph, and he'll flush it home. He's got back-to-back buckets there for 4A Academy. And for DME, it's the weak side help in the pick and roll.
They're one step too slow. And it's got the shape of this game going, who's going to have the ball last? You know, who's going to be the one that's going to stop making shots? I think that's going to be the deciding factor, because both teams right now, I would guess, are both shooting close,
upper 50s.
Yeah, close to or more than 50%. And you know, for a coach, offensive perspective, that's good. Defensive perspective, that is not good.
So, score is 74-72. DME with the lead. Both twins catching fire here in the second half. Chris and Keegan. And it's an exciting game. Trey Fort back into the game for DME. Michi will get a rest. And 4A comes out into a man-to-man. And I expect DME to absolutely bully them in man-to-man. And right on cue, Keegan Murray is fouled. Looks like he was
smacked in the eye a little bit.
Hit in the eye. He's okay. He's walking it off here. Looked like he was hit in his left eye.
As the whole gym pauses because they know how valuable of a player Keegan is.
And he's okay. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
As it turns out, he's okay.
Free throws up and long.
Maybe he's not, because he normally doesn't miss free throws.
Second one is up, and that one is good. Keegan now,
as both twins
17 points.
In that scoring column are big.
Pick and roll.
Oh, he just lost it.
Good help defense there by Jorge. And Miles tips the ball out of bounds. It'll be 4A Academy ball.
Keegan's eye still seems to be bothering him as he keeps shaking his head and touching it a little bit. It looks like it's bleeding.
Jorge now getting a chance to guard Casson. He's not playing much help. Defense staying on him. And the ball is deflected out of bounds. It'll be DME ball. And it looks to me that the 4A coach is not on the bench. Oh, now he looks like I don't know, he's coming back to the bench now. Miles will travel. And it'll be 4A Academy ball. Soto with the ball for 4A Academy at a slow pace. Plays pick and roll with Joseph. Nice switch there. Ball to Casson, deep three-pointer, and that one is good. And he is feeling it. Approaching 30 points for Casson. And 4A back into their zone, 3-2 zone. Very tight. Three-pointer by Chris Murray's no good. Deflected. Casson now with the ball. He looks to slow it down.
I'd like to see Trey on him. Yeah, I'd like to see one of our quicker guards, longer guards on him.
Chris absolutely throws his ball out of bounds. Out of bounds. It'll be 4A Academy ball. Score 75-75. And Trey will pick up the foul there on the out of bounds play. Joseph will go to the line, and he'll shoot a pair of free throws.
Yeah, that's just miscommunication right there.
And the free throw is up and good. Second one is up and good. 4A Academy now with the 2-point lead. 4A back in that zone. It's been very effective for them. Ball inside to Keegan, and his pass is deflected and turned over. Ball to McCrinneman. Back to Casson. Chris, two back-to-back possessions, blocks it out of bounds. He may be the best guy to put on him with his length and athleticism.
What I don't get is, you know, the Twins are both great defenders. Chris right there with the block. But they're trying to go into the Twins, but they're just too long, and they're very, like you said, they're not athletic, but they're timing their jumps perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Jorge's free throw is good there. And a chance to tie it up here.
Guys, I don't know how you can sub somebody when the free throw guy has the ball. But I guess you can now.
Second one is up and good. We have a tie ball game. Jorge now with 9 points.
This ball game's going back and forth. I think it's going to be the one who scores last. Whoever has the ball last is going to win this game.
DME going with the smaller lineup, so they're able to switch these screens.
Oh.
And Casson again fouled, going to the basket, and he will shoot another 2 free throws.
No, I thought that was a little flop right there.
Yep.
Just kind of threw it up. But we got to keep him in front of us. You know, we're letting him get by us way too easily, which is causing the refs to make a decision. And so far, it's going the way of Kaysen.
And I think so far today, the best defender on him has been Chris Murray.
It has.
That length, something that a lot of guards are not used to. And
they're both able to move their feet really well.
Yeah, I'd like to see Chris Murray, take that matchup as he just gets his 10th rebound.
His double-double.
And Keegan Murray wide open. His shot is short, little bit deep there.
Got to stop the ball.
Machuca with the ball, and they're feeding Casson, and he's fouled by Trey Fort. And he'll go to the line, and he'll shoot a 1-and-1. He has made a living at the free throw line.
Which is Trey's 4th. Got 2 guys with 4.
Free throws up, and it is good.
Both teams in the 1-and-1. I think DME needs to take advantage of this. Look inside. I know they're playing the zone, but they are settling for threes a lot. Get inside. They're a great free throw shooting team.
Second one, no good for Casson. Trey now with the ball. Looks like they're in a man-to-man here for 4A. And Trey looks to attack. His shot is up and no good. Chris Murray with his 11th rebound. Attacks the basket inside to his brother, and he smashes it on Joseph's head there to tie this ball game. And this entire gym is excited about that one.
Both the Murray twins are keeping DME in this game right now, as they have a combined of 45 points of their 79. As that's fine. That's a fine. Let them go by us.
Trey saves it into Keegan. Back to Trey. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound out of bounds, and it is white basketball. Coach West will call timeout with the baseline out of bounds.
His Chris Murray is got a double-double with 21 points, 11 rebounds, and he's only 3 assists away from a triple-double.
And Keegan now with 19 points, adding up to 40.
What did I say, 45?
Coach Kevin Kozan.
My math isn't
he's
on this
He's
Monday.
a good basketball coach, good basketball player, but apparently he didn't do his 5th grade, addition and subtraction. That's okay.
I must have slept through math class in 2nd grade.
But the Twins, either way, combining for 40 of our 79 points, more than half of our points. And Coach West going with that same lineup with Miles, a very big lineup, Miles, Trey, Jorge, and the 2 Twins. And backside to Chris Murray, three-pointers no good.
There's Jorge, nice rebound.
Great play there by Jorge. He's got himself in double figures now with 11. Three-pointers up and no good. Chris Murray with the rebound.
Nice
and his outlet pass is, I'm not sure what the call is.
Jump ball, so it should stay DME ball.
And Chris Murray's outlet passes are Kevin Love-esque. Very impressed with his rebounding ability and his vision as a big guard.
And same play. Can he get 2 for $1? No, he won't, but he'll get his own rebound.
And his brother will get his rebound.
There's a lot
he'll
of
go
hands
up,
in there.
and another rebound, and one, and
I don't even know how to stat that right now.
Eric Fessler with the and one call, and 4A Academy's not happy about it. DME now with a 4-point lead and a chance to gain the lead to 5, their biggest of the half.
But that's what happens whenever you crash the glass and you keep missing but keep getting them. Somebody's going to foul you. And this just happened. The ball went in as well.
And Keegan now has come alive in the second half as finally Coach West goes to his 1-3-1. Inside. And Bateau unable to finish. Jorge with the rebound. He outlets it up to Keegan. Keegan actually stepped out of bounds. The ref didn't see it. And Chris Murray is fouled. And he will go to the line to shoot another pair of free throws. Keegan with 22. His brother Chris with 21. Both of them playing excellent games here for DME. And this smaller lineup has done very good. Although I say it's a small lineup, but they got 6'5", 6'5", 6'4", 6'7", 6'7", so it's not really that small.
What's saving them is they're playing defense. They're guarding.
Exactly.
They're rebounding. They're pushing. They're doing what they did in the beginning of the game. They're getting out and running, getting open shots. And Jorge is having himself one heck of a half on the glass.
And this is what Jorge does. He's not super flashy. He's not going to isolate and cross people over and go dunk on them, but he's going to make the simple plays. He makes hustle plays, and it's really exciting to watch him, even though he's not a flashy player.
Yeah, he's an energy guy for sure, though. You know, he's one of those types of guys you love to have on your team.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Does the dirty work.
Jorge now with 12 points to extend the biggest lead of the half for DME. 13 points.
I mean, he's not having himself a bad game. 13 points, 4 rebounds.
1-3-1 here for DME. Something that I think 4A Academy knew was coming. Rebounded to Miles. Looks like he's fouled. He is. Blue's out of bounds, and it'll be DME ball. Miles Samuels at 6'5", playing the point for DME. Very big point guard. And 4A Academy played a little man, and they said, nope, I don't think so. We're going back to zone.
But I think DME is starting to figure out this zone. Get it to the middle. Find the twins.
And with Miles in the game, he's actually a very good guy to have in the middle of the middle of the zone as a good passer, and good play there by Trey.
Those are his first 2 buckets of the game.
First 2 points of the game, but he can score again. Another guy just like Michi who can score in bunches, Trey Fort. And that lead now extended to 10 points for DME with just under 7 minutes to go. But don't count out 4A Academy and their guards and their scoring ability.
Yeah, they have to, DME has to keep their foot on the pedal, keep going. We saw in the first half they're up 10, and that lead dwindled very quickly. I think what's important right now is that with Kaysen on the bench, DME really needs to keep this lead going, because when he gets back in, I have the feeling that he's going to start trying to score, slow down the game, get to the foul line. So with him on the bench right now is the time for DME to get going.
Yep, and Kaysen with 35 points for 4A Academy, the leading scorer in the game. He has played probably his best game of the season so far.
I would say so.
And against a very good DME team. DME, though, has done a much better job in the last 5-6 minutes with their ball screen coverage. And because of that, they find themselves up by 10 points.
And it is a 13-0 run. It was 79-76. Now it's 89-79 DME.
And ball inbounded.
And you're right, Matt.
Soto.
Chris Murray will be on Kaysen right now, which,
yep.
You said it. That was his. I think that he thinks that's Coach West's best matchup.
And a late call there by the ref.
Jorge picks up his 4th. So that's 4 guys with 4 now. 2 of them are on the floor, and Jorge and Trey.
And not always easy to play with foul trouble coming in, out. It's always difficult. Oh, Jorge actually fouled out of the game.
He fouled out. I thought I had him
on
at
that
4.
play. As Soto misses the first. And the second one is up, and also no good. Chris Murray.
Who other than Chris Murray?
With his 13th rebound. Passes to his brother, to Michi, who just checked into the game for Jorge. Back to Michi, 3-pointer. That shot is just short. Rebounded by Chris. He'll go up and finish. And I can't believe
they're not putting a body on this guy.
How many rebounds this guy is getting.
14 now.
And it's a lot of energy. A lot of it is just going after it. He's going after it. Don't want to leave him open, and he makes us pay. McCrimmon with his, I believe that's his 5th 3 of the night. And the lead is now at 9. Michi in the corner, inside to Miles. His pass is deflected, stolen. Casson now with the ball. Michi deflects it. And Chris Murray is fouled on the outlet pass. And he will go to the line, and I believe it's double bonus here. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
As if they would have let that play go, that would have been Chris Murray's 8th assist.
And
instead he'll tack on one more.
And now with 25 for Chris.
Make it 26.
Soto with the ball now. Hands off to McCrimmon. High pick and roll. Back to Casson. with 35 points. He attacks the basket, and he scores his first bucket on Chris Murray, although it looked like he got a little piece of the ball before he shot it. And Keegan on the perimeter to Trey. Back to Keegan. Good ball movement into Trey. He rises up for a three, and his three is no good, just off the back iron. McCrimmon with the ball to Soto. Drives it inside, and that is Zio. Zio still scoreless in this game. He'll go to the free throw line for a chance at 2. Just under 5 minutes to play. DME with a 10-point lead.
All that starts with the penetration, though. We have to guard the ball.
And Zio misses the first. And second one is good.
It's only a 9-point game.
4A back into their full court press. Looks like a 2-2-1 again. You know, with a 2-2-1, I just like to bring it up aggressively.
Go try and get a layup.
And back in that, oh, it looks like they're in man-to-man here. And Miles now with the ball inside to Keegan. And he'll smash it again.
Somebody. Nice pass right there by Miles.
Yeah, he's a very good passer, and he's tall, so he's able to see over smaller guards guarding him. And look at Keegan. Keegan now with 2 dunks today, and Chris with 1. And it looks like 4A Academy will call timeout as this lead is continuously growing, and it's been because of the Twins late in this game. They now combine for 50 points out of DME's 96. And I just got to ask, you know, my partner here, my math wizard, Kevin.
I just had to recount. I had to make sure you were right, you know.
Yeah, but they combined for 50, more than half of the DME's points. And Casson on the other end has had 35 for, 37.
But what's nice about this DME team is, yeah, Chris and Keegan both have, 20-plus, but Michi's got 9, DJ's got 6, Jorge's got 13, Dolph's got 11. Like, other than those two, everything else is pretty consistent, which is very nice, and it's nice to see. But we are getting lucky today, as nobody else is really hitting besides the Twins. So props to them. Props to the teammates. They're finding them. They realize that. And that's the makings of a good team. When you know it's not your day, but they still sacrifice their shots for the greater of the team.
Definitely.
But they're winning this ball game on the defensive end. As the last 10 minutes or 10 minutes or so, 4A has only scored 6 points.
Yeah, they've gone quiet. Most of that is because of the DME defense. Keegan now with 25 points. Soto with the ball. Back to Joseph, to McCrimmon. Inside to Soto. To Joseph. And he finishes it on the roll.
Another ball screen roll right there.
Good movement there.
I already
by
know
4A.
That tomorrow or the next day, that's what they were going to be working on.
And Keegan Murray is a very good shooter, and it doesn't really matter where he catches it. He can shoot it from deep, and Casson is called for an offensive foul as he is hooking Chris, and Chris has been the best defender on him today.
He has. Chris has been the best player on the court.
Yeah, he's been excellent offensively and defensively today.
Kaysen fouled out.
Yeah. Casson fouled out with 37 points. Not too bad of a night for him.
No.
With 37. But in the second half, he became very quiet once DME started switching ball screens and put Chris Murray onto him. He did a very good job, as Coach West will call timeout with 18 seconds on the shot clock here. He really wants to get a bucket and just finish this game, put the dagger in, although there still is over 3.5 minutes to play. Plenty of time.
As I think the refs are talking to the coach right there, because I think that foul could have went either way. But it's just a lesson for the young guys out there. You know, if you play basketball the right way, you get more calls. You know, if you're not a smack talker all the time and, you know, always talking to the refs, calls go your way a lot. You know, me and you played college basketball, and that's just what happens. So right there, Tayson hasn't been the best of friends to the refs today, and the call does not go his way.
Keegan in the corner. Good play there by DME. But good decision there by Keegan to hold it and get a really good one. And he goes to the basket. A lot of contact there, but no foul call. And this is Zio to Haynes, who just checked in. His three-pointer is no good. And now it's Keegan pushing the ball up the floor to his brother. Spin move. Finish by Chris. Both twins tied at 28. Michi there with the steal. And Michi now to Chris. Back to Michi. Double ball screen here as Michi goes to the basket, and he finishes high on the glass to get himself in double figures. 104-87. DME has really come alive here in this second half, and it has been because of the defensive end. And looks like Trey now
is fouled out.
Will foul out of this game. And Dalf, Pinocchio, and DJ Warren back into the game for DME, as Miles and Trey will check out.
As this DME team is really, really good when they want to be. I think they only had 79 points with about 10 minutes to go in the game. They scored 25 points in about 5-6 minutes. So they can put up points in a hurry. They're never out of a game. And tonight they did just what they needed to do to get the win. Of course, it wasn't pretty by all means, but a win's a win in their book.
And the exciting thing, again, and I know I've been saying this a lot, with this team, last game it was Miles. Today, it's the Twins. As
is 3 for 3.
Dalf hits another one. You know, it's any given night, it could be anybody on this team that has 20-plus points, which is, as an opponent of this team, it's not going to be easy to scout them. Because one day it may be DJ, one day it may be Michi, today it was Chris and Keegan. You know, it's a very, very good all-around team, and they're very deep. As Yafet will check into the game, and he'll get Keegan, who finished the game with 28 points, 5 rebounds. Very good, efficient night for him today. Yafet to Michi, three-pointer, up, no good. Next up, Kevin, you will play.
I play in a couple hours.
Yeah, you play later on today at Johnson University in Orlando. The high school teams will travel to Montverde tomorrow and hopefully keep the beatdown going as our post-grad teams all went 3-0 at Montverde this weekend. So hopefully we can go 2-0 this week at Montverde, and then we will play IMG on Saturday, a very good IMG team.
Is that here or is that IM?
That's at DME. Home game for us as Michi to Dalf, and he will take another 3.
And he will hit it. He's 4 for 4.
And this is what we want out of Dalf, being aggressive, scoring the basketball. He may be the best shooter on this team. I know it's crazy to say that because we have so many good shooters. It's really hard to tell, but when he's just standing still, catch and shoot, he may be our best, most efficient shooter. As 4A hits another 3. Dalf to Yafet. Yafet, a big who's very good with the ball. Ball back out to Michi. He is trapped. 13 on the shot clock. Dalf now with the ball. DME just needs to dribble this out as Dalf picks up an offensive foul, and I think
he'll foul out.
And I think he fouls out of the game.
He'll come in. He had a good game though. 17 points, 2 assists. Didn't play a ton in the second half because that one group did so well. But you know, he when he came in, he was very effective.
Joseph into Kang. Joseph had a good game for 4A Academy. He's a good player for them. And Michi will just dribble this ball out.
A lot of learning experience from this game. I'm glad that it was close. The game's it's a 15-point game, but it's a lot closer than it looks. Coach Matt, I have to run as I have to drive an hour and a half.
Good luck to DME Black today as they take on Johnson University, and a good win for DME Blue as they take down 4A Academy out of Orlando, 110-95. Thank you guys for watching.